Hello and welcome to Beautifying Life and Creativity. I'm CrisiMi and we are in the countryside currently. We came and took a break from the city for a week or even 10 days. Nothing touristic. We are here in a beautiful, wonderful village in the county Arges in Romania, our country. And it's so lovely, everything is green. It's a very, very wonderful, warm spring. We are lucky. We don't want to have anything to do with the touristic side of visiting. We just came here to plunge in the beauty and the simplicity and the natural of a country life. Especially for us who live in cities and are not accustomed to living so much in the countryside. This space and this life is some kind of exotic. It puts you a lot of new issues before, and it provokes you. It makes you change a little bit your style and a little bit your rhythm, and it's full of new discoveries. And all in all, it's a great and lovely experience, and from time to time it's absolutely necessary, and it's such a great benefit for health and relaxation. And there are numerous blessings that staying for a while in the countryside brings you. But I will just name 4 of them. The first benefit, or I already told you, almost blessing of staying in the countryside, is that you are pretty much all the time outdoors. In the house, we only stay when we sleep at night, and even if we want to take a nap during the day, you can stay still outside in the garden or everywhere you want. All the activities are outside, and even if you want to work on your laptop or stay under the shadow, you can stay on the terrace, and it's absolutely no need for you to stay in the house. And why would anybody stay in the house if you could stay outside, and if all the activities and the entire things you have to do are around the open air? And it's a lot of fresh air here. These are the trees and the hills everywhere, and of course the sun. One of the things of staying outside so much is that you get a lot of tan, and sometimes you get tanned with shapes like the workers. But it's so great, and it's a very healthy tan for your skin. Staying so much outside, you start to change the way you think and your attitude towards life, and you start to get a better appetite and a desire to order your things better, and pretty much you don't really want to return to staying inside anymore. second benefit while living here in the countryside is that somehow everything that you do involves physical activity, and a real strong physical activity. I mean, even if you want to go from your warehouse to your kitchen, you just have to cross the entire yard sometimes. Or if you want to visit a friend who is just a neighbor, you just have to go a lot of distance to reach. And sometimes life in the countryside seems simpler. Well, it just seems, because it is not simpler. Life in the countryside is very natural and very harmonious to the nature itself, to the rhythm of the day, to the sunset and the sunrise, to different seasons, and to the temperature and the rain, and you have to get into harmony with all that and to get into a rhythm that might make you feel having a simple life. Actually, it's a lot of physical activity, and this meaning that from the moment you wake up until the evening when you go to sleep, you just do something. The only moments of relaxation are maybe when you eat. And this means that you have to do something around the house, preparing or everything on a daily basis, or you just have to take care of your gardens, or you just have to run an errand, and this means a lot of walking and a lot of physicality. So that's an extremely good way to keep yourself in shape. And let's not forget all the space that we have here, and this allows you to do a lot of workouts of your choice, or to exercise in whatever way you want, on the hills or in your garden, or just by walking from one end of the village to another. This is a lot of workout, so you will always be in a great shape. Not good, the bridge is not good, and the water is too cold. I guess we will have warmer water in the summer. Now I don't want to take a bath. We are here at the poisonous garden. Well, this is just one sign in the entire valley. This leads me to the third great benefit of living in the countryside. This is the quality of the food that we eat. Here we have milk directly from the cows of the villagers, and eggs directly from the chickens in the gardens, and of course vegetables and fruits and everything natural around that we can find depending on each season. So this is one great issue about eating here in the countryside. This is the fact that you can eat healthy, you can eat natural, you can eat directly from your own garden or from animals that you can control what you feed them with. Food made at the fire directly with wood is the tastiest. I don't know why. It has a lot of improved taste and vitamins, I guess. We made first a soup when we came here, but we were forced to do it at the fire directly because the gas in the oven finished. So we had to finish the soup here. And we discovered that smoky, incredible, tasty soup that resulted. So since then, every day we're making the fire here and we're preparing the food. Tonight we're making some very tasty fish. And I think every day we will continue to do it. It's so lovely. The fourth exotic element of staying in the countryside is the pleasure of discovering a lot of uncommon things. These are uncommon for us who usually stay in the cities, but sometimes are uncommon for everybody. And it's a fact like this. We are here at an old stable where animals were kept, and this is older than I am, and it's almost 1 century old, this stable. Or for example, we saw, but unfortunately we couldn't capture it on a camera, we saw 4 or 5 people walking next to a carriage with horses, just like the one is passing now. And they were not in the carriage, but in the carriage there was a goat who was traveling very comfortable. Or another element, we discovered a few very old toys, wooden toys, which are not made anymore these days. Or it's a great pleasure. One of the things so uncommon and something that you absolutely cannot do anywhere else, but in the countryside, is the pleasure of walking barefoot. Yes, walking barefoot everywhere. On the grass, or even you can walk on the street if you want to. There are so many things around here to discover, and what is fascinating is that here nothing is wasted. Everything that at a certain moment used for something is not necessarily a garbage. It will be taken and reused into some other complete different purpose. And yes, sometimes this results into some very strange improvisations. We could call them, the local term is cârcăli. Yeah, and this is a very interesting subject, which maybe I will present someday. We definitely are going to return here as often as we can, because it's fresh air and we need this breathe between working and doing a lot of activities in the city. I hope you feel inspired by this, and especially by this non-touristic approach, because this is the essence that I want to present you with all this video and with all our next visits here. The non-touristic side of the country life, which, trust me, it's extremely wild and full of surprises. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below to tell me and share with us your stories about country life. Also, if you haven't done it so far, subscribe to CrisiMi channel. And of course, always remember to beautify your life and your soul. Bye. And we are currently in a beautiful village in the countryside. We just took a break from the city for a week or maybe even more days. We like it very much.
Tăiatul curbelor.
Da, hai again.